Before I make the movie, I've watched the movie. I've got a genuine vision. That's how I see it. Most of these people that talk about writing for screenplays, if they were teaching acting, they would be thrown out and ridiculed. Because at the end of the day, it does seem like, and I'm lumping a whole lot of people, some who may have interesting insights, into one big giant group, and that's probably unfair. But again, coming from like a teaching acting aspect, which is how I learned to write, they all seem to me, a very actor bad word, they all seem to be result oriented. And real actors aren't result oriented, but real writers aren't result oriented. I mean, the actor wants everything they do to be magnificent, and the writer wants everything they do to be magnificent. But novelists aren't result oriented. It's the doing of it. It's the process. It's the getting there. It's the journey. It's the journey is everything. The journey makes the destination worthwhile. You can only have a worthwhile destination after you've had a worthwhile journey. And novelists trust that.
Hey! Don't lay your palms flat on that tabletop! If you lift those palms off that turtle shell tabletop, Mr. Pooch is gonna let loose with both barrels of that sawed off.
I write good characters. I write interesting characters. Then I cast them well. And but part of casting well is usually, unless I'm writing it for somebody in particular, and sometimes that works out, sometimes it doesn't. It's about the character first. It's not the actor first. I don't have an obligation to give a groovy actor a role. I have an obligation to find the best person to play my character. They're my characters. They came from deep in my DNA, and I want them to have the perfect person to play them. And looking for the right guy, and only the right guy will do. And then you just add to the fact that, I know how to deal with actors. For lack of a better word, I speak actor talk. So I know how to get the best out of them and take care of them. And he said, well, Quentin, you have to understand, as a director, you don't have to do that. Your job is to hire talented people who can do that. You hire a cinematographer who can get the kind of quality that you want. You don't have to be able to know how to take the lights and move them around to create an effect. You hire a talented costume designer who can give the colors that you need and the flamboyance or not that you want. You hire a production designer who can do that. Your job is explaining your vision. Your job is articulating to them what you want on the screen. And then all of a sudden, the whole mystical, shamanistic thing that I thought directing was just went boop, and I realized I could do that. The genres that I'm attracted to tend to be genres that deal freely in that kind of stuff. And that has to be done well, because if you don't do it well, then it actually has no effect. What I'm about is playing the audience. Like, I feel like I'm the orchestra conductor, and the audience's reaction are my orchestra. And the sounds you make are my instruments, and your feelings are my instruments. And so it's like, so it's like, laugh, laugh, laugh. Stop laughing. Stop laughing. Okay, now be horrified. Be horrified. This is horrible. This is horrible. This is horrible, horrible, horrible. Laugh. And that's what I want to do. That's what I get off doing. And to me, when someone does that to me, I've had a good time at the movies.
You don't have to know how to make a movie. If you truly love cinema with all your heart and with enough passion, you can't help but make a good movie. You don't have to go to school. You don't have to know a lens, a 40 and a 50 and all that crossing the line. None of that shit's important. If you just truly love cinema with enough passion and you really love it, then you can't help but make a good movie.
As far as like when it comes to whatever it is you want to write or material you want to find or a story you want to tell or you want to do, is what's a movie you want to see? What is a movie that what is it you want to contribute? All right, and make it maybe just even slightly a little less about you yourself. I'm assuming most of you guys haven't made a feature yet. All right, but there's a lot of features that have been made before you. There's a whole lot of movies you could see. A whole lot of movies you could watch without you. What's the movie that we have never seen because you haven't made it? And make that movie. Make the movie that it's the reason why you're going to be doing it.